None of the mods.
All the mods.
Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG All the Mods 3 server, hanging out here at the base. Gonna do a little crafting, cause gonna get out to space. We done the moon already, but the problem is advanced rocketry has bugs in it, and I'm not 100% sure whether it's just advanced rocketry or if it's a problem with it conflicting with some other stuff. So the mod pack maker has problems, but there's problems. And going to the moon, it looks completely not like the moon. So I decided, fine. I was going to use the jetpack, but that doesn't work. So I said, okay, I need the angel ring. So to make that happen, I need these bits to make the angel ring. All of which could be done. The parrots was a pain. That I had to go 3,000 blocks that way to get 2 parrots. And many thanks to David who gave me that information. And Sandy's on the server too. Yay. Anyway, so 2 parrots, I got 3,000 blocks that away. And then 7,000 blocks that way was a bigger jungle. And I got the rest, including 2 others. See, got 2 other little parrots to stick up here and chirp at me. Anyway, went ahead and got those, and I was looking at the recipe, and wings of the bat. To make the wings of the bat, you need the bat wings. Well, I've been getting those in bunches from my mob farm. That's not a problem. And power the block. Ender stars. Well, for ender stars, I've got all this stuff. Well, I killed the dragon, and I figured I'd grab some of the breath while he was around. And then I realized, oh, hey, I need that for this. So I knew I needed it for something. But here's the problem. I got some of these rock crystals, but what I need is attuned rock crystals. And I went, dang it. Oh, well. But the good news is that I really don't need the angel ring right now, because all the mods got updated. The server got updated to the latest version, and that has the latest version of the advanced rocketry, which still has bugs. But the good news is that the jetpack does work. So if I take these off and put those on, I can sit there and hit my key, and I can fly. And I've got hover on right now, and so that works. Oh, here, let's turn that off. So that definitely works to get me about, and so I don't need flight. What I really want is to be able to sit there and put airtight on these, because if we take a look at what we can do with this armor, there's the chemical reactor. You take the chest plate with a diamond and one of these super high pressure tanks, and you get, well, right now you just get the thing back. It's a complete waste of diamond and tank. It should be putting on there the airtight spell, but it's not doing that at all. So airtight. We actually do have, oh, see, airtight comes up as Soul Stealer 1. So there's conflicts here, which is a problem, and that may be this realizes Soul Stealer is a weapon enchant, and this airtight is an armor enchant, so maybe that's why it's conflicting. Because then I would be able to use this. It would be airtight, so I'd be able to breathe. There'd be a tank that I could put oxygen in here, and this would give me my flight. But no, doesn't work. Anyway, so what I want is I want to get a space station going. And to get a space station going, very similar to having a rocket, you need to have a pad here. I don't need that many going up, because I'm just going to put a single layer here. Oh, and this is my rocket assembly machine. Well, I need a satellite, not a satellite, a space station assembly machine. So let's go ahead and make this beastie. Let's come over here. If we take a quick look at the recipe, the space station assembler, I need all these bits and the rocket assembly machine. Well, I just happen to have a rocket assembly machine all configured and ready here. And let's drift over to here and slap that in place. And there's my space station assembler. Woohoo! Alright, and that is going to need a chip. So for that, it's just a linker and basic circuit, and there's the space station chip. So let's go ahead and grab that. Come on, let's go over here. And we'll go ahead and put my... It seems to me that going up and down in my Supremium suit is much slower than normal. You compare that to how fast I'm flying and then going to, maybe I'm wrong that it was always been the speed, but it really feels super slow. So an unprogrammed chip goes into here, and then I need a satellite bay. All right, well, let's go ahead and make a satellite bay. Right here, satellite bay, ding, done. And we'll go ahead and plop that into here. Now, if we scan, invalid launchpad structure. Well, that's because there's nothing here. Unless the launch pad itself is wrong. No, I think this is correct. I've got the structure tower. I've got the launch pad. That should work. I'm thinking it's complaining that there's nothing in on the pad. So let's go ahead and grab this. I'm thinking all I need for right now, since I'll have flight, is just something to put a pad up. I don't need an enclosed room because I have a different plan for that. So I think what we'll do is we'll go like this and this for right now. So we'll put a center one here. It's the same sort of concrete. I decided the satellite base would be using concrete because, you know, it just kind of makes sense. It's a high tech sort of industrial sort of thing, and so we'll go with that. And I don't need this. I said I there. Don't need that. All right, so that should take care of this. And now let's see, is it happier now? Invalid launchpad structure. Why? It should be correct. Unless this is... Here, let's get rid of this guy. It should have the exact same rules as the other. I'm going to stick that here. And it's just the 2. Let's scan. No, one higher. Can you scan? Why is my pad invalid? It should not be invalid. All right, time for me to thump something and read the wiki and do something to figure out what's wrong with this. Why? Okay, I'm confused. I don't know why, but it's working now, and you can see I'm rebuilding my spaceship in the back, and I'll explain why, but it's weird. I took this and placed it in all sorts of different spots, but once I put it facing this way, facing, what direction are we facing? I guess that's the sun's coming up, so it's the east. Then it started saying nothing here, which makes me kind of worried, but, you know, okay, we'll go with that. Let's go ahead and assemble a potential space station here. And again, going with concretes, because why not? And doot. All right, so now I should be able to scan this. Missing sat bay. Oh, I need a sat bay. I need a... I broke this, and it had, it had my 2 bits in it, and they went away. So it does not keep its contents. So let's scan that. So it's ready. Let's go ahead and build that, and it's all gone. Because now I've got my space station container and my space station ID chip, so I'm good to go there. And let's take a look at the rocket. Let's right click this thing. Destination Earth is wrong. Let's go ahead and G this thing. And I don't know why I've got 2 guidance computers in here. There's only 1, but I was missing the satellite bay. And so right below my guidance computer, I went ahead and put in the satellite bay and took out a tank. Anyway, so space station container, that goes into the satellite bay. And then I think the guidance computer, we switched this out for that. And oh, station 2. Obviously somebody's made a space station on the server already. And if we look at this, fuel wise, I'm gonna wait for it to get fully fueled just to be on the safe side. I really just don't want to lose that. I don't think I really... Actually, it really doesn't matter. I can keep that. I should also... See, that's so slow. I'm going to go ahead and keep this and put right there. That way I don't have it on me. There's no need for that. And if you've noticed, I've got a waystone on me because I figure with that I am good to go as far as getting there and back again. So that's the plan. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna wait until I have it fueled, and then we're heading off to the space station. Alrighty, it's all fueled, and I've been sitting here munching on pistachios, the salt and pepper flavored ones, because those are the best. And I was playing with Select Destination, and it's saying, yay, there's a space station, that would be really cool, but there's none selected and you can't clear it because I don't have to select a destination. I already have a destination right there. See, it says right there, destination station number 2. Makes me wonder who's number 1. Well, I'm number 2, yay! Alright, let's go ahead and hit space to take off. And off we go. And what's always fun is there's the generators up above that I'll fly by, and it always, every time I do, I go, wah! But you'll notice, because they're there. Here, there. I'm just afraid that I'm going to hit those. And why are you spitting out smoke there? That's just weird. Anyway, off we go to the space station. Now, the way this is set up, it's going to take that space station that I made, which is just a small, I guess it's a 5x5 platform, and it's going to land right on top of it. And I could have made, you know, an actual structure, airtight and all the rest, but I have a plan. I have a cunning plan, and I hit the space bar. Take me down, take me down. I have a cunning plan for something different. And doesn't look like I'm going down, does it? The altitude on the left is certainly going down. Oh, here we go. Looks like we're going down. Flame, flame, flame. There's clouds up here. There's not supposed to be clouds up here. That looks like there's a slime island here. All right, all right. Who told these guys to spawn here on my space station area? All right, I think this is another one of those mod conflicts. And boy, howdy are they going crazy. Do I have... Oh, I've got the wrong stuff on. There we go. Yay! Let's not hit the space bar, because that will crash your copy of Minecraft. Don't ask me how I know. All right, let's go ahead and shift out of here. Man, I can't see a thing. All right, all that smoke and everything. So these guys are dying like gangbusters. So I'm gonna have to come through here and fix things. I'm certainly getting a lot of slime balls. I have all the slime balls I ever need. Anyway, so this is my space station right here, and obviously, obviously I should learn to breathe better. But oh no, I don't want to go in here. I want to build this. So yeah, I want to make sure that I'm building from below and build something a little bit bigger than the pad that I've got. And I was saying that I have I've got one too few. Oh, I think I know why, because I put that in the center. I did. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let's take this piece here and just extend it out some for right now. And I had that waypoint. Let's go ahead and find where that is. There's the, not waypoint, waystone. And let's put it like this. And Grok station. Oh, let's make it a space station. Station. There we go. And if I right click, that's now there, and I should be able to go nowhere. I need experience, and it says I have no experience. Well, that's no fun. Can I... Oh, that was weird. No, get me out of here. and slowly fall down. Can I access? No, because I'm in a completely different dimension. Do I have any? Oh, I do. I've got some experience right here, and now I've got experience. It's something weird about the way the system sometimes when you cross dimensions loses experience, the track of the experience you have. Now we can go here, so I can go back to Luna Station 1. And it looks really, really weird with all this grass and everything here, and that's just wrong. And why do you have dirt over here? It must be Enderman. Anyway, as fun as it would be to build here, can't do that. Let's go back to Grok's. Yep, they're all dying. What happened to my Grok? But, yeah. Huh. Okay, well, let's go to the wind generators. I should have a spot for my... Huh. I don't see where my thing went. So let's do this. And down we fall. Oh. That makes me freak out. Yeah, this guy right here. Why are you not here? Grok Space. Huh. Unless we move you to the tippy top. Why are you not up above? Anyway, this should get me up. What happened to my other... Oh, there's a page. Ah, that's what's happening here. Okay, so this should allow me to have access to my stuff. Let's go up. I'm getting distracted. It should give me access to my Luna Station, which really isn't all that useful, but also my space station. Let's bump that up. And these are all the other ones that I know about. I had done a bunch of exploring and I found a few. And so obviously that's what's going on. So, but it's going to take 2 XP to get me to the space station, which I want to do because I need to bring my rocket back. Ouch. Oh, wrong thing. Remember, you must have oxygen in space. Alright, so let's go ahead and head back home. Destination, let's set a destination. Can I clear this? Oh, do you know what I'm missing? I'm missing the ID chip. Thump. Let's go back to... Really? It put it all the way down? This must be stored individually. That's very annoying. Let's come back here. And I should be able to get my chip that I stuck over here. Give me that chip. This is why it's a really, really, really good idea to have an extra route to and from. I could just slash home and get back here, but that's a problem. So Luna Station 1. Why is it changing my orders? I don't know. Alright, that's annoying. Anyway, I should, now that I'm fully back here, okay, fully back here, let's go ahead and G, guidance computer, space station, let's take that out, put the planet back in, Earth. Alright, heading back home, Yes, I've got plenty of fuel. Okay, and we're going off. Alright, meet you back at home. Well, this is poopy. I returned back to Earth, and it's not my base. It's not my base at all. And I was stuck in the rocket. I couldn't get out. I was hitting the shift bar, or the shift to get out, and it wasn't getting me out. I didn't want to hit the space bar to launch me back to Earth, because, hello, I'm already here on Earth. So I disassembled my rocket, and I was able to pop out here, and I'm going... Hey, this is not home. So I'm going to go ahead and chop up my rocket bits. Whoops, wrong key. And I'm going to go ahead and chop up my rocket bits and get me out of here. Because this is not expected. It's very weird. Alright, so I'm back at base, and I have a plan for what I'm going to do out in the space station. Originally, my plan, when I first started playing here on the All the Mods server, I was thinking of taking this base here and transporting this entire structure up as my space station. But I decided to change things because I saw something in the news last week or the week. I'm trying to remember what it was in the news. There's these glass spheres that Amazon did in Seattle. That they put a whole bunch of trees and plants and whatnot in there, and it's meeting space and funky, cool looking. And if I remember right, I'll have pictures right here so you can see what I saw on the news report on that. I thought, that's really cool looking, and if I'm going to do something science fiction-y, that would work. So that's the plan. Anyway, so let's go ahead then and get back up to the space station. And I always got to remember to switch to the right uniform. All right, let's go to... What happened to my space station? It should always be up here. All right, so here at the space station. And there used to be... I got to be very careful. There used to be that slime island down there. And I used my digital miner to just mine it all up because it was slow doing it by hand, and I didn't want to do that. And I also went ahead and stuck here one of the refined storage network transmitters. Well, this is the receiver. Transmitter is back at the base, and this has one of the infinite wireless transmitters. I probably don't need infinite here, but if I'm anywhere here in this dimension, no matter how far I build, I can access it, and I can get all my stuff, which is cool, because I'm going to need a bunch of stuff. So let me go ahead and turn on the schematic and give you an idea as to what I'm looking at. It's not going to be small. It's going to be fairly large. I played with this in creative with an idea of, okay, what would look good? I played with white glass, and I think I'll probably stick with that. And then I laid down white concrete, but I'm thinking more and more, that's really annoying when you go really fast. I don't want to walk and run around really fast like that. Let me zoom out of here and give you an idea as to what this will kind of look like from a distance. And the jetpack it's okay, but it's a decent little thing, as close as I could come up with. Let's put on hover. As close as I could come up with playing with some RF tools builders. And you can see right there in the center, that's where I had the builder in my single player world to build these spheres. And I think it's 41 or 45 blocks tall, slightly wider for all of these, just because it looked a little bit better from what the pictures I could see. And then I decided to kind of just lop off the bottom so I have a flat space. So that's the plan, but I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm thinking grass for the bottom. That way it's got more of a grown living sort of idea and feel, and I can put a big tree in the center because, you know, me and trees, and I can have living stuff here on the bottom, and then I can spiral things up and have tech and whatnot up above. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. So the next thing I need to do is make tons and tons of glass. I went ahead and I think the count is I'm going to need something like 1,800 blocks of whatever the floor is for dirt or grass, and then pull out my notes, almost 7,000 blocks of glass. So I've been turning cobble into gravel into sand and then melting that down at my base. So I should hopefully have enough. Actually, let's take a look. I can do it from here. Glass. Oh, 10K. Yes, I have enough. I've just been filling up my entire inventory and just letting it process through. So yes, okay. What am I for bones? That should be sufficient, maybe, because 2.4 times 3, that's going to be close to 7,000. Yes, that should be sufficient. Oh, but I only need one of these around 8, so I need 1/8. Yeah, I've got enough bones. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a recipe on my crafter to do this, make a lot of white glass, and then I'm going to have to start making this. Do I have any wands? I do. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I can sit there and use that for laying out the bottom. because that's going to be so much easier than putting it by hand. All right, crafty time and buildy time. 9 hours later. Oh man, yeah, I'm all choked up about the effort, but the good news is I got stuff going. Let's zip up here. I love these waste tones. So much easier than going back and forth, and this never sticks. I want it to be up at the top, and it never does. Anyway, so off to the space station, and there's been a few changes. Load. There we go. Here at the space station, and I should watch it. There's a big lag whenever I jump between dimensions, but I've got grass here on the bottom, and that looks really, really nice. And then I spent all of last night while watching multiple episodes of Psych, putting glass in place. And Schematica is so much nicer being able to do that. I could do layer by layer. And then I use lots of dirt, you can see, to, like this block, these blocks here, I'd put a block of dirt right here so I could put stuff against it. That worked out. I also went ahead and separated out the spheres. I put a big layer of dirt there and then glass at the bottom because I want to have atmosphere in here. And if you take a look up here, come on, jump. And down. What I've got here is an oxygen vent, and it needs power, so I'm giving it power. And it also has a redstone, and I disabled the redstone, so I don't have an option to turn it on or off. I'm just going to let it run continually. Now, if you look in the bottom left corner, you can see that the atmosphere type is pressurized air, and it's 1.0, atmosphere, and breathable, yes. But it had that quick little blip there, which, yeah, see how it blipped? I'm thinking it's going, no, and then back again. It's fully pressurized. I'm thinking because it just is barely enough to handle this sphere, which is why I've got these end pieces capped off at this point, because it's not sufficient. This was not sufficient to oxygenate the entire area. So I'm going to have to sit there and have another one of these setups in the other side. The other thing, too, here to the side, I've got CO2 scrubbers. Now, there's no oxygen going into here, none whatsoever. But we've got CO2 scrubbers if you have them side by side. And if you have stuff in here, the scrubber cartridge, if you've got that inside here, that will actually scrub the CO2, and if you have 2 of these here, you don't need to actually pump any oxygen into this. And so this should take care of the issue. It's really, really strange. Looking at it, I've let this run, I'm thinking it's been 48 hours since the last episode I played, or the last segment I played, and I've loaded this chunk for this area here, and as you can see, even with the stuff with those scrubbers out, the air was breathable, and I don't know if it's because I wasn't here or what. I'm not sure. But the drawback is here, I'm going to pull these guys out, because it seems like these things aren't really necessary. At least what I'm seeing here when I'm playing with this. Anyway, so the reason why I have these things capped off, if we go ahead and break this here. Oh, yep, see, atmosphere just dropped to 0 and breathable is no. Because this area over here is a vacuum. I can't step over. This area over here is a vacuum. It won't. And we get one more piece. So this piece over here is a vacuum, and it won't actually work as far as getting what I need. So let me see if I can spot the center. There's the center there, and this should be the center. Whoop, up too fast. I'm gonna have to do something with the gravity, because yes, that looks like that's the center. So fast. Okay, what I want is to put a oxygen scrubber, in each one of these areas right in the center. Looks like I need to go up maybe 1 or 2 more. Let's do this here. All right, that looks like I'm probably a little bit too tall. Let's hover. And that looks like that's the block right there in the center. Okay, if that's the case, unhover. Why 139? Okay, because I'm going to have to do the exact same thing over to this other end as well. So let's measure that out. Well, before we do that, let's go ahead and seal this and see if the air will, yeah, boom, instantly pressurized air, 1 atmosphere, breathable, yes. So it just having that sealed off instantly makes this work. So I've got the O2 up there. Let's go ahead and make, I don't need to make any more CO2 scrubbers. The recipe is not hard, it's just a bunch of iron, this carbon brick, which is just charcoal, not coal, charcoal, and then it's a whole bunch of steel. Steel for this and steel for that with some copper, and that makes the CO2 scrubber. Well, I don't need any of those, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that off of the list. I do need 2 more oxygen vents, and those look like exactly the same thing except they've got the fuel tank in place. So let's go ahead and make 1, 2 more of those. Perfect. And let's stick this one over here. I've got a tool. Come on, humans. Tool using species. Let's use it. Jump so high. I need to get me a gravity controller in here to stop that. Let's see, other bits and pieces I need. I need this and that. And do I have any power cells? I don't think I have any additional power cells. Or I have no additional power cells. Alrighty, I will quickly make some. Power cell. I'm going to need 2 more. So 1, 2, and then for this. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I love these as a way of storing power, as well as transmitting, get me through there, as well as transmitting power, because, you know, there's no wires. And as much as I can avoid wires, I love it. So, but the other thing that's really nice about these is they store power. So as I keep adding newer pieces, it stores additional power for me. I need 1 of you, and let's, okay, hover. The bobbing is too annoying. Okay, so there's the oxygen vent, and let's go ahead and put tool. Let's go ahead and put the power cell right below, and we'll set that to out, and boom. So now this has got power, and let's set this so it's disabled. It's not looking for a redstone signal in any way. Now, I don't need scrubbers, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to import some oxygen. Now, let's take this. So this is my ender tank with liquid oxygen. If I shift, there it goes. Liquid oxygen is inside there. So these are liquid tanks, and I need my tool, which is right here. It's already configured for the liquid, so we want out and in. And if we look at this, it now says there's oxygen here, and if this is done right, we should now have a breathable oxygen atmosphere here. Let me seal this off real quick. There, boom. Pressurized. Oh, that's flickering in and out. Oh, that's not good. I wonder if it's able to keep up with oxygen. Yes, it is not able to keep up with oxygen. Okay, I need a faster pipe, because I need much more oxygen generation. Okay, I was thinking I could skip the issue with the scrubbers, because they decay over time, and it's like a 24-hour physical time, and I could just make lots and lots of those scrubbers, and I was thinking this would be easier. I need a much, much faster oxygen preparation system. So let me go ahead and do that and come back. I can has oxygen. Yes? Well, no. Here's what I did. I've got these electrolytic separators going on here, and I've got two of them. They're providing my power, and I really want the hydrogen because I'm burning that in the generator, the gas burning generator right there. And that's what's been supplying my power for the base. This one is going 100%, and this one here is doing about 50%. So I've got a little bit of a leeway until I'm out of power, but still that's been working very, very nicely there. But they make oxygen, and I've just been dumping the excess. I said, I don't need it. But I'm thinking, hey, now I could use it. So I've got some gas tubes here coming from both of them up to this rotary condensator, which is taking the gas oxygen and turning it into liquid oxygen. And there's plenty there. This is a liquid pipe coming out. And now my ender tank has gobs and gobs and gobs of oxygen. The problem is that's mech oxygen, and it does not work. So these things do not do us any good. Dang it. And I'll break all these pipes later because, shake a fist. So that doesn't do me any good. What I do need to do, here, let's hop up, and come over here. I need the advanced rocketry oxygen is what I need. And you can see here, it's kind of this light bluish color in the pipe hiding right in there. And if we look at this tank, empty. Okay, let's look at this tank. There's the oxygen here, and that's that lightish blue. And this is yellowy, so it's not working. In fact, it doesn't really look like it's connecting at all, because this is the wrong one. So I went ahead and made a second one of these electrolyzers, and I decided to go with the high-end... what's the thing I'm talking about here? Oh, the coil. Iridium is the highest end, and that gives me a speed boost of 3.2 or 3.12. And over here, I'm using titanium, and so this has a speed of 2. So I'm getting a little bit faster over here. I also went ahead and said I don't need anything to do with the hydrogen, so I'm just piping that straight to a trash can. And I also need to go ahead and trash this stuff here. So let's go ahead and put that right there. Do I have a fluid? Yes, that is a fluid. Let's go ahead and trash this stuff because we don't need it. All right, let's empty out these tanks. There it goes. Doesn't do me any good. Sadly. I would love to if I could, but nope. All right, so what I do need then, let's break that. Like that. Now I can sit there and pull the stuff out, and I think I need a... Yeah, it doesn't automatically pull in. How full are you? Very full. All right. Let's go ahead and break that. Where could we put... I'm thinking I may need a second one of these. So let's go ahead and put the tank here, and... pipe that goes there. You are a nothing. Go away. You extract and you push in, so that will go ahead and fill up my tank, and it's half full, and it is all the way full now. So that's working out nicely here. Nope, don't want to click with this. How are you keeping up? Are you keeping up? It looks like it's keeping up. I can't see how much is in this pipe, but it looks like that's keeping up. Okay, let's go to the space station and see what it's saying there as far as breathability in the air. Space station. And a whole bunch of just playing with this to see what it does. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, there's the dirt. I need something to actually seal these off nicely. Alright, so vacuum, you should now be working in here. Whee! Oh, this pipe has some oxygen still kicking in it. Bad pipe, no biscuit. Alright, so this goes doink like this. Thank you. For a second I was saying, why are you not connecting? Well, that's because it's being a little bit slow. Let's push and let's hover and pull. And how well is this keeping up? Looking at the tank bar, it looks like it's all the way there. Why are you saying no breathability here? Let's toggle this on. And there we go. Breathe the pressure. Oh, but it's flickering again because it's not fast enough. Is it because, yeah, the tank's out? Holy cow, that uses a lot of oxygen. Okay, I may just have to go with the scrubbers. I didn't want to go with the scrubbers, but I may have to just because this uses oxygen so fast. Holy cow, that's fast. All right, scrubbers. See, that's another problem because I'm going to have to do something to replace the scrubber CO2 canisters. Okay, I think I have success. I have gone ahead and each one of these sections has a oxygen generator. What are these things called? The oxygen vent with 2 CO2 scrubbers on each side with power underneath, and only the oxygen vent needs power. The scrubbers don't. And I went over here. Let's jump in here. See, it's the exact same setup, and they're in the center of the spheres. I think this one is slightly. Yeah, see, this one's a little bit high, but that's okay. It can stay there. If it really bugs me, I can move it. But I'm flying here because I've switched out my uniform, my armor, so I've got flight, so I don't keep the jets don't keep bouncing me way up. But so the bare bones structure of my system here is done. I do want to go ahead and get rid of the dirt, and I'm going to be lazy. Let's see, config dirt. Yep, I already have that. So let's go ahead and grab this power cell there and start. So that should go ahead and start eating up all the dirt. Ouch. That's a problem. Okay. See, that's what I was wanting to test. And where did it... Are you silk touching? No, you're not. Okay. Oh, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. That's the problem. Okay, so I can't have dirt there. I need my watering can. There we go. That's why I took off the spacesuit so that I would actually have the ability to detect whether or not I had a vacuum in here. And so we've still got vacuum free. See, that's why I wanted to switch. I think I need to come in here and toggle each of these, which is a pain in the tuchus. But let's go ahead and toggle. And the other possibility is I may have to seal this before the server restarts. Let's toggle. And let's do the last one. It would be mighty handy if I don't have to seal off each of these areas, because I don't want to have these big dirt stuff going on here. That looked like it for a split second. It had oxygen. All right, so that is distressing. Let's seal that. See, that's pressurized instantly, so that's working. And we're vacuumed again. Okay, so it's not a perfect solution. Stop bouncing me so high. Let me through. So it's not a perfect solution here, but I think as there is a device that I can add to the space station that will allow me to adjust the gravity, because right now this is kind of moon gravity going on, and that just isn't working. It just isn't working for me at all. It is just so annoying with the bounce. Alright, boom, instant pressurized air, and we're still pressurized because it was able to seal. This area is too big to do with just all three of these running simultaneously. I played with it in single player with multiples. Yeah, no, it's got to have a chunk. It's a 32 by 32 by 32 cube is what it is. And so I wish it were smarter. You know, is this an area that is enclosed? Yes, work. You know, that'd be nice, but it doesn't. So, oh well, I need to figure out some way of keeping these open and yet also have a way of closing them off in case something happens and I need to reseal everything, which is really annoying. Anytime I punch through, if I want doorways going to the outside, I'm going to have to reseal all this, which is annoying because I like the big size. I do. I like it a lot. And I think it's going to work. I'm going to move my stuff up here and decommission the base down on the planet and stay up here in my space station. I think it looks really cool. I like the possibilities here of having all sorts of multi-layers and tech and trees, and it should be interesting if I can get the stupid oxygen to work. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer, getting frustrated, but getting some success done here in my space station. That looks pretty cool. And thanks for watching. Bye.